let's see. This is my first time talking this morning, so my voice may be a little bit shaky, especially since I feel like this is not like fully recovering. But I just need to sit here and talk for a while. It may be, like I said, a little bit shaky. So let's make sure we get everything situated when it comes to YouTube and Twitch and TikTok, which TikTok already has 194 people. It seems like right when I jump on, there's quite a bit of viewers that come on and may go on the For You page. I don't know. Talk about CRO. What do you want to know about CRO? I think there's definitely a lot of speculation, a lot of people that are wondering what's going to happen with CRO, what's going to happen with crypto.com. Obviously, we'll never 100% know until we get all of the information back. So once we get the audits on liabilities, audits on the assets, audits on all of those. But once you get those, I think then we'll understand exactly where we are. But to tell you the truth, I don't want to bring this back to CZ. I've seen a ton of things going around about, CRO or crypto.com has basically talked about the money that was accidentally moved, and then CZ is coming out and saying, well, if you have to move money around to meet your not only like debt obligations but your reserves, then it's kind of a red flag or something. It seems like he just really wants to collapse every other cryptocurrency exchange and not have them as competition, especially someone that has 70 billion or 70 million users. Obviously, that's big competition. That if you bring those users over, it's a different story, right? Binance is playing with fire here, I think. Destroy the like button. Yes, everybody destroy the like button. It does help out. Sending positive vibes. Well, thank you. Thank you. Good morning to you too. Let me just type up a poll. You always got to put this poll. Did you hit the like button yet? You always got to ask it. And if you haven't hit the, double tap the screen and give me some likes over here on TikTok, please do so. I would appreciate it. Thank you for the follows. Love me now. Thank you for the follow. Virginia Gaines, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We got 142 people over on YouTube, so thank you guys for watching. We got 8 people over on Twitch. So good morning, Leotis. Good morning. Can we get a bull market already? I know everybody's hoping for a bull market. I'm hoping for a bull market. I can't wait until things absolutely run. But who knows exactly when that's going to be. But when it does, there's so many people that are set up for success. It's crazy. Hi, Matt. Is your crypto stored on cold storage or cold wallet or ledger? So I have crypto stored on MetaMask. I have crypto stored on Trust Wallet, but I also have probably equal amount, maybe a little bit less, stored on exchanges, on Coinbase and Crypto.com. Depends on what you invest into in the bear market. Yeah, you're right. If you invest into the right things, this is where millionaires are made. People invest into things all the time. And like you invest into something, let's say like Algorand. Algorand's currently at 26 cents. That runs up to $2. I'm not saying that you're becoming a millionaire off of that, but you're investing quite a bit of money in there, right? If you invested everything into one position and you feel like it's going to run, and you invested, let's say, $50,000 or $100,000 into it, and you see a 5x run, you're you're seeing $500,000. That's just in one position. But obviously, there's so many other plays, like something like Crypto.com, where I believe, or Chronos, where it's at 7 cents. Even just getting up to a simple level of $1, which it's not unbelievable for CRO to get to $1, which most people will say, oh, well, you're always pushing for $1 for something to get to. Well, if it's at a penny, yes, $1 is a level that you want to base it off of. So then you look at it, and at $1, it's $25.2 billion. That's not horrible. That's not the worst thing ever. Lunatics NFT staking releasing today. That's great. Another level of staking. Sorry. Another way to stake something. We don't have 100K. You're right. But that's the thing. It's like you invest into multiple things. I'm just saying, like, if you are one of those people that goes all in on a cryptocurrency, you could even become very, very wealthy from just that, especially in these bear markets. But when you look at something like Chronos, or you look at something like Terra Luna Classic, or you look at something like someone said Matic, even Matic, yes, we could see so many different plays that give you a 5x, 10x, 100x return, maybe even to Lunix level, where we could see 1,000x, maybe even 10,000x. It just all depends. I love you. Thank you for saying that multiple times. I appreciate it. Um, do you have any Lunic on Terra Station? Yes, I have 21 million. 21 million, I think. 21 point, almost 22 million. Compound your gains to build 100K. Yeah, I mean, make it sound easier than what it is. That yawn was big. Big fan, and I love you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Uh, baby girl 19. I can't see it. It's very difficult. 99151. My nose is like stuffed. I am gonna have to not completely stop, but I am gonna have to put it like on pause when I go and take Harper to the bus stop, which is at around 7:20 is when I'm gonna stop. Her bus comes, like 8 o'clock, so close to it, somewhere between 7:50 and 8 o'clock. So I have to be there 10 minutes early, but yeah. I wanted to give memberships, but can't through my phone. So the super chat was the alternative. Well, I appreciate that, Robin. I really do appreciate the super chat. Hey, Matt, have you been able to look at the new website? I haven't been able to look at the new website. I've been sort of busy. I don't have 50K in, maybe 1/5 of that. Uh, I could be a millionaire at the end of all-time highs with crypto. Yeah, I mean, we're going to push all-time highs. I believe once we see this bull run, whenever this bull run does happen, yeah, we're going to see so much. You're saying bundle up because it's cold. I'm not waiting at the bus stop. I'm going to be in my car because there's no way. Like, I'm a tropical person, right? I don't like cold weather. I'm not a cold weather person. I don't like leaving the house in cold weather. I don't like going from the house to the car in cold weather. I don't like going from the car to wherever my destination is. So you will not catch me outside like ever in the wintertime. I mean, if it's ever to play like to build a snowman with the kids and all that stuff, I kind of deal with it for their fun, but I am not a cold weather person. You think Luna goes to 1 cent? I do think Luna goes to 1 cent. I do think Luna will run way higher than where it is. We have so much popularity, and this popularity is going to push it further. I just hope that the community stays together and the popularity stays here, and then um, we can gain so much out of it. How well do you think CHZ or Crow will do during the World Cup? So I think Crow will do pretty well. You know, obviously knowing the World Cup has however many billion people that are watching it, it's pretty big. You know, I'm not sure about CHZ, um, but I definitely know about Kronos. I just say catch me outside. I did say that. You never catch me outside. Not in this weather. I mean, it's not even that cold, but it's colder than what I like, which is I like weather to be perfect, which weather just isn't always perfect. When you do have those perfect days, I'm outside probably golfing and just, you know, sitting there and enjoying the outside. Lunatics NFT staking opens today. It's big. What do you get from staking it? I haven't looked into it. Let's see, Lunatics token. Uh, Wait, do you think BTC will set a new bottom? I hope not. I mean, we don't know how far this bear market will fall, and we don't know the different things that will happen because we've seen a low level in this past month of 15.6. 15.6 is pretty low. If we look at the percentage of where that is, let me go ahead and um, follow that. So we had $69,000. Okay, I don't care about that formula. And now we saw it at 15,682. Let's bring this here. 15,682. And literally, if you take that minus that, and then take equals this minus 69,000, you're looking at it fall 77%. It fell 77% to its low there. So like obviously a lot of people are pushing for the fact that it could go lower because what we are seeing is um you know a repeat of history to where things have dropped down 80 plus percent. Previously we saw 90%, 80%, 84%, and now we're seeing 77%. Why do you live up north as much as you hate cold? I'm in Tennessee and look forward to Florida. So, where I live, we don't deal with a lot of things that other people deal with, natural disaster wise. That's the only reason I live here, and my family is here. I'm not gonna, and Erica's family is here, so that's obviously it. But I can tell you that for me, when I see that we have a lack of earthquakes, we have a lack of hurricanes, um, we have no tornadoes because we're surrounded by mountains. Um, we have basically no disasters, so that's why I stay here. I I like New Orleans, or New Orleans if you from there. Um, but I do like there, but you're below sea level there. Um, so thanks again for all. Gotta fly. Back to the daily graph. Yeah, I hear you. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. No screen. Yeah, we do have a screen. I'm just waiting um, for someone to say it. So thank you for being the first. Yeah, but what I was looking at was Bitcoin. So um, trying to get Lunatics token to come in and tell us about the rewards. Oh wait, you're trying to get Lunatics token to come in. Um, are you gonna have like somebody that has like No offense, like the technical knowledge behind what's going on. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna decline that because I'm going live on multiple places, so I have to decline it. Matt, when are you going to start covering Vault Inu? Probably not. I probably won't be. Uh, uh, it's a bull. Um, I probably won't be covering Vault Inu because I'm not really the biggest fan of different versions that come out of anything. Because usually that means that they just didn't get it right and they weren't able to change or um, reassess what they are doing, but do it within the same version rather than creating something brand new with less tokens or um, a different concept. Like I don't like that. And they may have success. I'm not saying they won't. We do have snowstorms. That's something that we do have, but it's not something that's bad. Like it's not something that will destroy everything because we prepare for it. Like it's not like the snowstorm that you had in like Texas or something, where all power was gone for a while and houses weren't prepared for snow to land on them, for that much snow to land on them, so their roofs were caving in. That's usually where they save costs in places where um, you don't have as much snow or need as much um, support up there. You wouldn't have it. They wouldn't put it on the houses. They would save money there. Bold as a rug pull, waiting for it to happen. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I haven't looked into it, so um, ICP chuck in $50. So I'm not. I was a big fan of ICP. Um, let's see. Let's go to uh, where's it listed? There we go. I was a big fan of ICP, and I ended up making money from it. But currently, what you see here is you have a dilution that does happen in this position. I've seen a ton of dilution in this, and that's why you've seen it come back so far. And it still has dilution left. Um, so that's something that does bother me. It's not a crazy amount of dilution here, but notice that it does have an unlimited max supply. So you can find success in it if you're finding the right time to invest, right? Um, with anything, you can do that. So nothing is completely useless. Hey, Matt, will you plan an AMA in the future if the situation arises? An AMA for what? Like just my channel Ask Me Anything? I'm pretty sure I do an Ask Me Anything every day. Matt, will we see another price dump of Lunic and SHIB and Bitcoin? So Bitcoin, I'm not sure of, which SHIB will probably follow what Bitcoin is doing, seeing how there's not as much popularity with SHIB right now. For Terra Luna Classic, it seems to be, it seems that it has more strength than a lot of other positions. And what we see with Terra Luna Classic is every time we see Bitcoin drop a hell of a lot, we're not seeing, Terra Luna Classic drop a hell of a lot. We're seeing it maybe drop a little bit, but it has enough support to keep it where it is. For Shiba Inu, that does have enough support to keep it where it is, but right now you're sitting at about what $10 per million or something. So 0.0000 that'll be $100. You're looking at about $10 per million, right? So I know people expect a further drop. I didn't even expect this drop, falling down to 15, like it did, 15.6. But I'll tell you that, I think we are going to hold strong at those levels. I just hope we don't see any continuation or collapses of other exchanges, because then that creates another variable that we don't expect. I don't want to expect other exchanges are going to fall off the face of the earth. Bro, is any exchange accepting the 0.2% burn tax yet? No, they're not. Which I had a feeling like they really wouldn't. I wish they would, because it would make things so much better for Terra Luna Classic. But there's no way of forcing them to do it. We've tried. There have been people that have said, boycott Binance, and they totally changed their thought. And they were like, you know what, we're we're going to burn Terra Luna Classic anyways, but now they're burning the bare minimum by taking their own fees, which they don't expect people to really pay a crazy amount of fees anyways going through Binance Convert. So what's the point? Am I seeing? Yeah, I'm seeing spam pop up and disappear almost instantly. Thank you all. Yeah, I did that. That was me. That was me right here. Matthew Perry, that was me. I'm expecting altcoins to drop 60 to 70% more from right now. Why do you expect it to drop 60 or 70% more? If staking, NFT staking, all NFTs will be based on the same APY for rewards, receiving 0.026 Luna T per second, with different durations per rarity. APY is 39% of 200 million Luna T per NFT. Or sorry, not 200 million, 2 million per NFT. Check the wallet holdings for Vault. You'll see it's a scam. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to attempt to even bring it up on the screen. Yes, someone who knows about it, hopefully. There is a... Thank you. Oh, there is. Thank you, Lunatics. What are your thoughts on Binance Monopoly? I don't know what that is. Is it a new coin or is it just something that they're playing Monopoly from Binance? Never heard of it. Sam, imagine 50K ADA going to 200. Sam, imagine 50K ADA. You put 50K in ADA and it goes to 200. I mean, ADA, I wouldn't say is going to go to $200. I do believe it's going to be a lot more valuable than where it is. But I don't think it's going to go to $200 unless we see supply come off the table, which probably not. We're probably not going to see supply or any type of supply come off the table. But I do think it will be a lot more valuable than where it is. Lunatics, what's the minimum Lunatics token to hold or receive rewards? Huge dump on the horizon. You think that? Quant opinion. I like Quant. I have 2 Quant at actually like $1.20, or sorry, not $1.20, $120. There's a big difference between that. I believe in it way far, way far away from where it was at its highs. Seeing it before at like $400. I definitely see it get up to that point. With only 12 million total circulating supply, it's a no-brainer for me. I haven't invested any more. I wanted to invest in more at $42, but it's not at those levels. I don't know where Quant is right now. Let's see where Quant is. There it is. It's at $122 right now, so right around my cost basis currently. Up 18% in the last 24 hours. I don't know what the low was, but the low was around $103. The lowest point for the last month was $94. And now we see this in the last month, the high was $226. So obviously $100 higher than my cost basis. Do you still have 1,000 in XTZ? Yes, I still have 1,000 in XTZ. I haven't checked it. I'm pretty sure it probably has come back. Yeah, I still have 1,000 in XTZ. It's still around my cost basis, close to it. A little bit lower though, but I do have 1,000 in XTZ. Or I have 1,000 XTZ, so it's worth more than $1,000. CRO is BNB's biggest competitor. It does seem that way, and that's why they're trying to get rid of them. Binance trying to push the competition out of the way. Yeah, it seems like every step of the way, there's always like a little hint to like, oh, well, if I was, this exchange, or if I was this investor, this is the type of position I would invest into, or project, or platform I would invest with. I wouldn't invest with CRO because they're not being actually like honest with everything, even though BNB hasn't seen any audit because Crypto.com is doing their audits. Uh, let's see. The G20 summit, Binance and XA have talk, no conflict. Do you still have? I read that. Um, it's had to buy lunatics for me. No, Binance is becoming a monopoly. Oh, you're not saying like it's a game, Binance Monopoly. I thought they created something. I was gonna say, how can they do that? How can they take the name Monopoly? It's like trademarked or something. Um, but Binance Monopoly, as in saying that they are going to become a monopoly. So, yeah, I think they're they're trying to push every exchange out, and make sure that they really control the crypto market. And when people think of crypto, they're going to think of Binance, and they're going to invest on Binance with Binance. I do think that they will be strong. I do think BNB will be insanely strong. So I do want to like invest with BNB, but I don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket. So like I want to invest like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, or keep investing more money in there. But um, I don't want to spend any more money right now. Hey Matt, how do you feel about uh Ala coin? Would be great. I'd like to know your opinion on that. First, there's no need for caps, all caps. Um, ADA, Atom. So three of those positions I like: ADA, Atom, Osmo, and Algo. I like ADA, Atom, and Algo. I haven't and I haven't looked into Osmo. Dude, my plug for crypto is laughable. My plug for crypto is laughable? What do you mean? I don't know what you're saying. Um, so I don't know what Ala coin is because there's like however many of them. You let me know which one it actually is because I don't. I hate when there's like 7,000 of them. Um, CZ is draining the swamp. He's trying to. Quant is going to be used with the world's government, CBDC. I'm buying more quant too. I would buy more quant if it's at a lower price. I didn't actually see it lower than 100. I might have actually made a move. But then again, like I said, I don't want to buy any more crypto right now because I'm spending so much on Ethereum, on XTZ. Um, I now have, I think, 10,000. Don't I have 10,000 ADA? Let me bring over my Coinbase. So tired. Um, so I have 6,000 ADA. Sorry, I thought I had 10,000. I have 6,000 ADA with a typical hold time of 178 days. Like this is the thing where you see your Ethereum, your Krill Coin, your Harvest Finance, your Cardano, your Tezos, whatever you're holding, right? You see it at these lows and you realize what it could be at the highs. Like just Ethereum. I understand, holding 17,000 in the crypto market or 18,000 in the crypto market is um, a lot for some. It's a little bit for, others. But like if you just break it down as to understand what the potential could be for my positions, and I do want to be able to do that. The potential for my crypto portfolio and the potential for that. But like if you look at, I'm holding 5.16 Ethereum, which if you just do it at five, no, it's currently worth about five or six $1,000, right? Maybe closer to seven, right? $6,500. Um, with that just running to a level of all-time highs of about $5,000, you're multiplying that by five. That's $25,000 just for Ethereum alone, and that's just at the all-time highs. And I expect it to be way higher than just the all-time highs. Krill Coin, another position that's like this may be something pretty big. Currently at 32 cents. We've seen this previously, just recently over the last year at a level of $2. So just getting to $2, holding 10,000, that's $20,000 from Krill Coin right there. I expect way more because if we look at all history, we've seen this up to $5. So my first move actually is going to be at that $5 level. Uh, Actually, it may be a little bit lower since I added more in there, but it should be at that $5 level to where you're looking at, $5,000 that you can gain. I wanted to make a short term play, so there may be a move before that. Seeing, I take like $3,000 or something from this level of around, uh, you know, $2 or $3 or something. But we can see so much potential in a position like this once we do see the actual bull run. Because this, as we saw the market start to come back, this came back as well, just like everything else. Doesn't really have much history because it was launched on Coinbase somewhere around this point, and that's why it started to rise all the way up to $5. So seeing the potential in something that is 38 million coins, popularity is 190th, $12.5 million market cap. I expect so much out of that. So even seeing the potential of this going up to $5 at 10,000 coins, and this is sort of conservative from us all-time high, you're looking at, $50,000 there. So it's crazy to me to see all of these different plays that are playing out. I already made money from Harvest Finance, but I do expect to make more from Harvest Finance, short term and long term. Sol is coming $5 to $7. Where is it currently at? Where is Sol? I know it should be in the top. There we go. It's currently at $14.55, up 2% today. Does ADA ecosystem have a stable coin? Not that I know of. No. Char, what are the member benefits? People won't join without something they can see immediately for money. Dang man, I gotta catch up. I have 8 8K ADA. No, see, I mean, I don't think I want to just continue to add more there. Um, I think what I'm doing is kind of I'm trying to diversify. I would probably like to have 10,000, but you know, I think 6,000 is still really really good, and I will continue to diversify, and I probably will stop at 6K because the next one that I want to put more money into is probably going to be something like Algorand. Um, Currently sitting at about 27 cents. Um, 96 days of typical hold time. I have 2,000. I would like to, you know, maybe hold about 10K there. That would be great. It's worth about 500, so maybe I'll put another 500 worth in there. That's not the end of the world, and I'll be able to have, um, maybe I'll put, let's say maybe I'll put 500, and I'll probably get another 4,000, or another 2,000 or something. What do you think, Terra Luna Classic now? I still love Terra Luna Classic. 6,000 is plenty. Yeah, I think so too. I like Terra Luna Classic. I've talked about Terra Luna Classic pretty much constantly for the last, um, I don't know, week, month, 2 months, 5 months. I've been talking about it less and less because there's not really much activity. Um, and I don't want to overload you with just Terra Luna Classic to $1. Here's why. It's pretty much the same content. So I'm not gonna do that. Even though it keeps popularity alive, that's why I would, throw out any type of um, Terra Luna Classic video. Because if people stop making videos on Terra Luna Classic, that doesn't really help out Terra Luna Classic popularity wise. Uh, so Yang, thank you for being a member. I don't know how to say your first name, but thank you for being a member for 11 months. It's amazing. ADA will have its own stablecoin. in the next few months. I'm in the lead. Just bought 4,445 more ADA. Well, that's great. You're in the lead. Matt, which coin will 100x from here? 100x from here. So I do think that Lunic will definitely 100x from here. Um, I think that we will see eventually. I believe that Krill coin will be a big player. You know, seeing that it's at like 30 cents and seeing the potential, only looking at 30 million coins. I do think that it will be a big player. Will it be close to 100x? I think it will run, but a 100 a 1 million or a $1 price is a $30 million market cap. Um, if you look at a $10 price, you're looking at a $300 million market cap. And then if you're looking at $100, you're looking at a $3 billion market cap. So obviously 100x there would be very difficult, and 100x coins are difficult to find. I think Terra Luna Classic will be one of them. I think I truly believe that Lunatics token will have a massive run, and if they can maintain all the volume, maintain all of the hype, and keep things going, I think they could see that as well. Seeing where they are, um, I don't know if Shiba Inu will, but I think it definitely could. Um, hmm. Cosmos is a big player. I do expect to see that a lot higher, like a $10 billion market cap. I think right now it's sitting at about a $3 billion market cap. Um, and I actually see that a little bit higher, maybe even a $20 billion market cap. So that would be a 10x, or technically less than that return. For some reason, I thought it was 2 billion. So we will have to see. I think Kronos will have big plays, and it also depends on if they're going to see burns. So if you see different burns in it, like Kronos, and I believe they are going to have larger burns, you may see 100x there, depending on what this circulating supply looks like. Adam and Near. Yes, Algo H bar is my next target. Can you please look at Caspa? All right. After this, I actually have to go for a little bit. How do you feel about Sandbox? Sandbox is okay. It's a metaverse token. Thank you for following, by the way, everybody that has followed. I have COVID. Well, that's not good. By HBAR, Quant, Polkadot, Kusama. I don't know what Kusama is, but I know what all the rest of them are. Quant and Polkadot, I definitely agree with. What was the position that someone just said? Currently, it's up 23%. We're seeing it at 0.0006. Total coins out there, you have some dilution that can take place with the max supply versus the total supply. Total supply looks like it is out there pretty much, and you're seeing 46% of the max supply that is out there. No DEX volume, all CEX volume. It seems like all markets really flow off of MEXC or CoinX. You have no decentralized exchange because it's not a decentralized coin. You are looking at 4.2 million in volume, which is not bad, seeing a 58% increase. $83.5 million of a market cap, fully diluted of 185 million. Always great hanging out with you. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Just want to look at the history of the volume. So previously, we've seen this at less than $1 million worth of volume, but we have been seeing it recently around $1 million, $2 million, $3 million worth of volume. Did they just get added onto MEXC? Is that the reason why you're seeing this larger return here of 24%? because 13.1 billion coins out in circulating supply is a decent amount. It's a pretty, not a pretty high amount, but it's a decent amount. So can we see this push a little bit further? I think you definitely can. I just don't know the news behind why the volume increased so much. And maybe it's because of the new exchange, which means that you have new exchange hype, meaning that you're going to see a push and then you're going to see it fall back down a little bit. What's up with the title? What do you mean, what's up with the title? All right, guys. Um, I got to make sure Harper is getting dressed and ready for school. And I will be back. But have you researched Filecoin? I've looked into it. I haven't like fully researched it. It's my day 5. Is Krill doing anything for utility or expansion? Not right now. Not for utility or expansion. It already has the utility. Basically being that one-stop shop for you know, holding your coins and actually having or investing into, bot trading. Um, but not for expansion right now. I know they did expand to 2 exchanges over this like bear market where you saw Coinbase and you saw crypto.com expanded to those. But nothing else really at the moment, which is understandable. I mean, once you start seeing, pushes in the market, then we start to see a lot of expanding. Nobody wants to expand over a bear market. If you expand over a bear market, you give away those larger gains that you are going to see. So, like if something launches on Coinbase in a bull market, things look crazy. I mean, things run to insane levels. If something expands or goes to Coinbase in a bear market, doesn't really look that great. So, give me a second. Let me go check on Harper to make sure she's okay, and then we'll get right back to it. Give me a second, just 1 second. And if anything, I know I'm gonna have to stop TikTok because they only give you a pause time of like five 5 minutes, but I'll keep things rolling on YouTube. All right, who's here? Who's still here? Um, New Lunic news to $1 tomorrow. We did it. Lunic is pumping. Is Lunic pumping? Let's go ahead and check. Where's Terra Luna Classic? I mean, it's up in the last hour, but it's still down in the last 24 hours. Thank you for following Ryan CPT or CPK. I can't see it. What coin should you buy? That's totally on you. I mean, there are so many opportunities. It's not about coins that I buy that you should buy. I don't ever like people copying what I buy, but I do put my things out there that are public. The most that I'm holding, you know, I invested $12,000 into CRO. I invested $6,000 into Ethereum. I invested $5,000 into KRL, Krill Coin. I invested $5,000 into Farmcoin, which I've made that back. I've invested, I can't remember exactly what all the rest of them are. I invested 2,000 or a little bit more than that into Cardano, 1,000 plus into Tezos. So, any update on XRP today? Not really. I mean, you really don't have much news that's going into it. I do think XRP is a good, short-term play, or was at least a good short-term play. In the last couple of months, as things were running or falling down, XRP hasn't really been that short-term or go-to day trade play. CZ just burned all the Luna coins. That's not true. That's not true. I wish he did that. Because if he did, then we would have no one buy on Binance. And he would also waste all of his money. So I don't believe that. So you encourage pump and dump in crypto? So you encouraging pump and dump? No. I'm encouraging day trading in cryptocurrency. Because right now, a lot of use cases aren't well established. You can hold it out for the long term, but what you should also have is a short term and long term strategy to collect profits. Because if you're not about profits, you're not about investing. Because to tell you the truth, there's a lot of people in here that will literally just buy and hold and never accept any profits. And the problem is that cryptocurrency is highly volatile over years, right? Where you see bull market versus extremely bear market, not just like regular bear market where you see things drop like in the stock market where things will drop 30% or 40% or maybe up to 70%, but then you see the crypto market which can drop up to like 90%, and we expect it to drop 90% every so many years. So obviously it's not just about the use case behind it, which I do like. Focusing on use cases is why I will hold a portion long term and a portion short term. I just know XRP for me seemed like it was more of a day tradable position at that point in time when things were going from 60 to $1.80 down to like 50 cents up to $1 plus, and it was just showing those peaks and valleys. Tonic will pump, lending protocols thrive in a bull market. Glad I bought more CRO at 6 cents. Knew they were better than that. I agree. I think we can make millions. I do think the bear market is still on the way down, though. Market's expected another 20 to 30% drop in the coming months. What's your thoughts, Matt? Still a good buy. If you're looking at the end goal as being all-time highs or higher, yeah, it's still a good buy. Obviously, people want to be able to buy more and hold more. So the lower it goes, the more you can buy, and the more profit you end up gaining. Because if you spend $1,000 here, and if it does go lower, you spend $1,000 there. Obviously, you're getting more. But the point of investing is to understand that you believe in it above a certain point, and if your long term goal is to get somewhere and you expect it to get there eventually, it will get there, and it's above uh, uh, your cost basis. Obviously, you have to have um, reasoning behind why it may move to those levels. Um, but hopefully, you've done enough research to show that you are right, and you will be right eventually. Um, and when things do run, right, it's going to be above your original cost basis, whether you bought here or you bought there. It's just going to be that person that buys at the lowest point will gain a little bit more than you gain. Maybe they might end up selling earlier than you. So it just all depends. So I can't say that I 100% think that it's going to continue to fall. It just depends on the different variables. I didn't expect it to fall more. I didn't expect it to fall to where it is right now. But no one also expected for Voyager and FTX and BlockFi and all of those things to happen the way that they did. um, because if it didn't happen the way that it did, you wouldn't see the markets drop this low. I'm asked what's your view on ApeCoin. I have a little bit of ApeCoin. I sold at the top. I sold probably 70%, maybe even a little bit more at the peak point. Great advice. Thanks for answering my question. It's the logic I'm trying to take. Might not be at the lowest point, but still low. That's what I mean. People are always trying to wait for the lowest point. They're like, it's going to drop lower. It's going to drop lower. Those people that wait, a lot of times when they hear that, oh, somebody else thinks the market's going to drop lower and it never drops lower and then it just starts to run, they missed out on their opportunity. And now guess what they're doing? They're chasing the position. And you never want to be in that situation where you're chasing a position. This is why I always buy at lower points. It doesn't have to be the absolute low because no one can predict exactly where the absolute low is. They can think they can. There have been, just understand this, there are experts out there that have predicted that the markets would crash literally every year for the last 10 years. And it is ridiculous going and seeing that, Michael Burry or whoever will just say, oh yeah, prepare for a market crash in 2020. Oh, prepare for a market crash in 2021. Prepare for a market crash in whatever, right? Yes, you say it every year. Eventually it's going to be right. So it's the inconsistency for me, right? So I don't know. If this Christmas season goes well for retail sales and the economy looks better, you think crypto in general can have a run up? So yes, I think right now the way where we are looking at cryptocurrency, there's a lot of what's my lowest prediction? I actually think where we are, where we hit our lows, is my lowest prediction. Um, I always like to kind of look at the positives there and understand that Bitcoin is at a low and everything is at a low. So yeah. But to get back to the previous thing, um, if the Christmas season goes well and all retail sales in general will have a run up, I do believe that they will. Um, but right now we are in a time frame to where retail investors, or not retail investors, institutional investors and firms have pulled out a lot of their lowest percentage that they invest into, which is most likely crypto. So they invested maybe 5 or 10% into cryptocurrency, maybe even less than that. And when we see retail stores and um, you know, great sales that are going through, great revenue numbers for quarters, we're going to see a pickup in what they're investing into. And, they're going to invest back into the crypto market because they know that a lot of businesses are now looking towards that, whether you have, Tesla or Facebook or Meta, right? That are looking into more of the metaverse space and spending wise, what are you spending with over in that platform? So yes, I do think things will pick up. It really just all depends on um, uh, you know, if they're really getting back into cryptocurrency, if you see institutional investors get back into cryptocurrency, um, which I do think will happen if they have bigger revenue numbers. I can 100% tell when crypto will drop straight after a buy. Yeah, well, yeah, that's after you buy. That's funny. That's the way that it seems. I mean, if you find lower lows, you got to get into a trend to where if you wait it out, like say you're like, hey, I want it to go lower, and I think it's going to go lower, and it does, you know, go to a certain point. Let's say something's at a dollar. That's the lowest point that it's been in a while, and you're like, hey, someone's telling me it's going to go 20% lower. Should I wait it out? Well, I don't think you should buy everything that you wanted to buy. So say if you have $1,000 and you wanted to buy it lower, I don't think you should buy everything you wanted to buy. Maybe $500, maybe $300, whatever. Get your foot in the door so that you don't miss out. Because if you miss out and it runs, well, now that you have something on the table, you're not going to be chasing the position if it does run. If it does pull back, well, now you can invest a little bit more and gain a little bit more coins than what you would gain at that higher point that you just invested into. So you have to play it out the right way because no one can absolutely predict where the bottom is. You can predict where, you know, where things will drop, but you can't predict where the bottom is. I appreciate you sending me a private message. What do you think I'm like not here? WhatsApp 130 whatever your number is. It's ridiculous. Just go somewhere. I don't understand why they have to even like be here. They do it to like everybody. The goat is live. Um, Ditto. I bought some CRO at 8 cents, and 2 days later, it hit 5 cents. I mean, those are great times to buy. I would have loved to have purchased there, but I decided not to put any more money into cryptocurrency. And I keep going back and forth where I'm like, should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? It's currently at like 7 cents. So it wouldn't be bad. All right, I have to go, guys. I'm not going to completely leave. If you want me to keep this live on TikTok, please let me know while I leave. I can keep it live and come back and reassess. Just let me know in the next 2 seconds because I got to get out of here. I got to start the car, and because I hate the cold. Let me know if I should keep this on. YouTube, you're staying here. We're not going to go anywhere, but let me know if I should keep this going here or if I should stop and restart. Probably a yes. Any comment, anybody, any singular person. One person just say yes or why or whatever. It doesn't have a lag. I'm just going to leave. I'm here. Okay. Well, I'll keep it going. I'll be back in maybe like 20 minutes. So enjoy your time here. Um, but I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Let me put something up. Maybe like let me see what Kronos is doing. Let me put Kronos up minute by minute. There we go. All right, I'll be back. Uncle Matt been screaming at us from Matt's degree. I don't know what that means. Chair looking skinnier today. Oh, because it's sideways. That's funny. What color is that paint, Matt? The paint on the wall, you could see that it's blue. No political stuff. We're not doing political. Leave us with the chair. Play some elevator music. Would love to. All right. Let's see what's happening in the cryptocurrency market since I left. Um, yeah, currently we're seeing it up 0.5%. I talked about FTX token yesterday and how this might end up being a play because of the fact that the circulating supply has been all introduced. And it's definitely interesting to see that. Definitely interesting to see that things are and this is a verified circulating supply. So same color as that 100, right? Don't worry about 100. Something like that. I guess it has blue in it. Um, Ben Franklin on your degree on the wall. Okay. Personally, I think is going to be good for Lunic that every bad news is not directed now to Do Kwon or Luna crash. Perhaps now Luna's prices can now rise. I don't know. They keep bringing up the whole Luna situation or Luna situation, and in comparison to this, obviously Terra Luna Classic or Terra Luna crashing and UST crashing was um, a bigger drop in my opinion, or a bigger loss because you're looking at $40 billion come off the table versus what was FTX token like 4 billion. Yeah, personally, I think I read that. Um, what's your view on Phantom? Will it get back to all-time highs? So I think a lot of things will get back to all-time highs. I know Phantom is like what a top 50 cryptocurrency, I believe. Am I wrong by saying that? Am I just missing it? I think I missed it. I'll type it in. So it's top 100. You're seeing this at a $481 million market cap, 80% of the total circulating supply out there. You're saying all-time highs, or the high in the last year was $3.36. So seeing it at 18 cents definitely shows that it has a lot of promise here. And that would be a $2.5 billion market cap. Have we seen this at that level? If we look at the market cap over all history, we've seen this at an $8 billion market cap. If we see that, $2.5 billion market cap is $1. So yeah, I think Phantom might be a great play. I haven't looked into it in depth, but I think it might be a great play. How many markets is it actually available on? A lot on Binance. What percentage of it is on Binance? Probably a big percentage, seeing how many pairs there actually are. But yeah, it's available pretty much everywhere. This might be, I think this is definitely a play. However, you have to look more in depth to see what the potential is, the complete potential is of it. If I look back again at the price point, you're going to see this was at a high in the last year of $3.36, which is definitely a play that I would be comfortable with making. I mean, just seeing it from 20 to $1 is a 5x return. So investing, $1,000 or whatever, turning that into $5,000 is a great play. That's a easy 5x return. I don't like the hat. You don't like the hat, the Adidas hat? Why? I load up. I loaded up another 172,000 CRO yesterday. Such a low price. Just had to spend big. I hear you. I hear you. I think CRO is going to be a great play. To have 172,000. I mean, you're loading up to a point to where this does get to, a dollar, and you instantly have a million easily. I don't know how much you're spending, but I know that like 14,000 right now um, will cost you like $1,000. So if you're buying um, hundreds of thousands, or 100,000, a lot over 100,000, higher 100,000, um, you're spending quite a bit of change on that. uh, what's the XRP verdict? Are the Fed's going to settle? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked into XRP too much. The lawsuit Coinbase officially weighs in support of Ripple against SEC. Ripple versus SEC. Judge grants. Okay. 5 hours ago, Ripple versus SEC update. Coinbase officially joins the cause. Another step towards something. So Ripple officially enters, or Coinbase officially enters the fray in XRP lawsuit to support Ripple against the SEC, of course, which is crazy because Coinbase delisted XRP. Are they still delisted? If they join the cause, then they should, because they delisted Ripple. So if they relist it, Coinbase, which claims to be the largest crypto trading platform, which claimed to be the largest crypto trading platform in the U.S. by trading volume, filed a brief on Monday in support of Ripple's fair notice defense. In order to ensure the existence due to process, uh, fair notice defense rests continues to safeguard against improper regulatory enforcement. When needed, the court should deny the SEC's motion for summary judgment on this issue, Coinbase wrote in the filing. Yeah, but it's still, like I said, it's still delisted. Coinbase said the government agencies cannot conduct as as a violation of the lawsuit without providing fair notice, but by suing sellers of XRP token after making public statements signaling that those transactions were lawful. The SEC has lost sight of this bedrock principle. I don't know. It's good to see some support. I just wish they would relist it because then it would make XRP that much more popular. Crow and Shib invested in and not flinching. Maria on Fox Business said something about XRP settling, but then tweets said that was BS. Yeah, they didn't. Nobody settled anything from what I see. I don't see any XRP news on the SEC settling. I mean, then again, a lot of times if something happens that's breaking news, it may not be covered right away in an article. When the crypto market is damaged, do we really think the SEC will settle right now? Yeah, probably not. What about Duran token? Why do we even have that? Did anyone flash stake Phantom for 10% on Crow? Just wondering how that worked if you did. I downloaded Terra Station to stake my Lunic. Seems like the only thing I can stake there is Terra 2.0. Uh, did I download the correct one? Yes, you did. Do you have it on your phone? You downloaded it on your phone, or you downloaded the extension? Because if you go to the extension, I want to make sure I'm signed in before I do this. Sometimes it signs me out. Let's not go to wallet. We'll go to the gear. Yeah. So if you go up to, like, if you have the extension on your computer, right? If you go up to the extension, you click on the extension. If you go up to the gear, it's going to tell you to switch to the classic network. Right now, you're on mainnet. You need to switch to classic in order to stake your Terra Luna Classic. That's only if you have Terra Luna Classic over there. Because if you send it over here, it's going to be in this section anyways, and you'll be able to stake that. Sorry for the coughing over here. You should check the Caspa chart, Matthew. Didn't I just look at that? I might have to invest in Phantom to tell you the truth. I think it looks like there's some opportunity, but I would have to dig into it a little bit more. So if I do invest into it, I will let you guys know on Patreon today if I am investing into that position. 172K cost me 15K Australian yesterday. I staked Phantom on Crow. What do you need to know? Um, I don't need to know anything right now. I just need to look into it myself. Um, I guess the only thing I would ask is like, well, what's the purpose of investing into it? Was it just because of the gain potential, or was it because of use case, or anything like that? That's probably my question that I like to hear the answer to. And then obviously I make my decision based off of what I see, as well as different things that I hear. Do you think CRO will get to 50 cents in the near future? In the near future, um, it depends on what happens to the market. So I think crypto.com will recover in a big way more than 50 cents. However, in the near future, it really depends on how the market runs, right? So if the market does not fully recover and we see more of this negativity that's happening, then you may have to wait a little bit, and that near future maybe push back a little bit. Stoner cough? No, not even close. Phantom was $2 last year. Exactly. So that's when I click the red uh, next to my name, it says top 2 viewer on your videos. I mean, thank you for being a top viewer. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I check like stats and stuff. We got 1 share on this. Thank you guys for sharing. If you do have the ability to share it, please do so. Patreon. Come on, son. What? If I do buy it, that's where I'm going to update people because I update people on my buy alerts over there. I don't hear enough news and information on NFTs. On what NFTs? Andre just came back into Phantom. It could be big. Who's Andre? Um, like Andre Jick? What are your thoughts on FTX maybe behind the fall of Luna? Apparently, we will find out in the next week after an audit. Luna will fly. Luna will fly if it's true. Yeah, I mean, what type of news is saying that it may be behind the fall of Luna? Is there any news that's come out and said that? Did a reference to Terra Luna's crypto spark a mini run? Why FTX collapse has plunged? Yeah, I don't. Who is saying this? Do you have any opinion on VET? Um, I think I was supposed to look into that. I don't think I did on my other channel. Let me go back to my channel here. Let me go to other channels. I haven't posted anything on the um, NFA investing channel in a little bit. But yeah, I posted a video on VET 3 weeks ago, and it looked promising. And I think, like I said, a 3x return minimum within that. Eventually, I don't know where VET is right now, though. Currently at about 2 cents. If we look at how things were over the last month, we've seen it at 3 cents, and now we're seeing it at about 2 cents. So that could definitely post a larger return than where we were when I made that video. But again, I've talked about the fact that um, when you invest into these plays, you can't predict exactly where the lowest point is, but you have to understand that investing at any low point is always good. So you're able to capture that long-term profit. SBF shorted Luna. To what extent? Uh, are there any tax implications if I transfer my crypto to a hardware wallet? So any transaction, yes, any transaction, if you had any type of gain with it, let's say if you did make, let's say you invested in VeChain and you did make $1,000 with it, but you decided that you want to send it to another play. That transaction of you sending it to another wallet is considered as a transaction and will be taxed as you gaining $1,000 from it, which is, I think, stupid. If you still have it in the investment, or any investment for that matter, it should not be taxable because the investment is still live, right? If I take my $5,000 that I gained with FarmCoin and put it into another play, it still should be taxed as long as I didn't transfer it back to USDC or any type of stable coin. When it goes to a stable coin, then you can say, all right, they took their profit. But if it's a continuous investment, it should stay that way. But that's not how they see it. It's taxed on any transaction. Was being discussed on Twitter Spaces by the Terra Rebels members and some of the main speakers in the multi spaces. Not confirmed, just rumors at the moment, but they said they are confident. So, yeah, I like confidence, but I also like facts. If we don't have any type of detail behind it, we can't sit here and claim that there's a ton of validity to it. This is why we can't say that, with AMC, that we absolutely know that they are shorting the hell out of this thing. We know that the short interest is high. We know that we see the percentage. We know that we shouldn't see this many shorted shares on a day. But, we don't know all of the details, not 100% confirmed. If it was 100% confirmed, AMC would run, GME would run, all of these other plays would run. But like I said, I like to make sure that we have some facts before we say, hey, they're behind this. And even if they are, I don't think we will see a crazy run behind it, because what does that tell you? It just means that it was confirmed that somebody crashed Terra Luna. And I mean, you can't really get that back because FTX is also destroyed. Matt, you should start your future streams like Carl in the moon. In this video? Wait, what? Oh, send your crypto. No, send your crypto from exchange to hardware wallet isn't taxable. Wait, what are you talking about? Any transaction is a taxable event. Yes, any transaction is a taxable event. At least that's what I'm getting from my CPA friends. I mean, I'm not a CPA, but so don't take tax advice from me. But any type of crypto transaction is a taxable event. Whether you're staking, sending money, it's considered as a transaction. You pay taxes when you sell your crypto or trade your crypto to another cryptocurrency. What? If you're moving it, so say if you have, it depends on the gains, right? Because you can have gains within a cryptocurrency, and once you transfer it to another wallet, it's considered a transaction. At least that's what I'm getting from everything that I paid taxes on. So, are you a CPA? Because this is what I was told by a CPA. Any transaction is considered a taxable event, and that if you're not doing it that way, that's not considered safe. So if you're moving $500,000 to a certain platform, it's technically a taxable event as long as you have had a gain. If you have no gain, if you move, let's say VeChain, and you have it at $1, and you move it and it's at $1, you're going to be at net zero. But still, that's not true. You don't gain only when you sell or trade. Um, because it's still considered a cryptocurrency into another. You know what? I'll leave it at that. But I'll leave it and say that it's still up in the air because from what I've seen with taxes, my taxes, as well as other taxes, as well as CPAs that have consulted me on this. I mean, it's a different story, but it's okay. I'll gain is in $1, so sell or trade or another crypto makes it count, not when you move your coin. Okay, any transaction is considered a taxable event. As long as you made gains. If you made gains, it goes from one to another. It's the same cryptocurrency. Any kind of transfer from wallet to wallet is not taxable. That leaves a lot of gray area. Drip Network is the best. Why not pull up the Vault chart? Because I'm not really a Vault fan. I'm not a big Vault fan. Um, balance your gains out with losses and pay for those taxes. It's that easy. Yeah. You go ahead and move $500,000 to another wallet and tell me that doesn't get flagged by the IRS, and then when you do, we'll see. Even though they don't really have regulations on things, but once you see that it does get moved, the only red flag is going to be when they see it hit your bank account. However, you should be tracking it. If you had any type of gains, you should be tracking it as you are sending it to a different wallet. Matt, I work for the IRS, and you are correct. Good to hear that you were paying your taxes. Yeah, I mean you have to pay your taxes on every transaction. It's literally in it, every transaction, and it's considered as a transaction. Flagged and taxable is different. I'm saying it should be taxable when you're sending it from wallet to wallet and you have a gain, it's considered as a transaction, it should be taxed. The only way that the IRS would really find out is if they dug into everything and it's because you probably sent 500,000 to a certain place. So then they would look at all of your transactions, including the wallet to wallet transactions, and then they would go, all right, you had the gain here. This is where you should be paying it. And then obviously it may have grown from there. This is what you should be paying there. This is taxable and this is taxable. So both of those are going to be. But anyways, I'm not a CPA. I only I only went to school for accounting. Um, I didn't study for it. I actually started to study for it, but I just didn't think that it was necessary. So I'm not a CPA. I'm not going to tell you what is exactly taxable. I may be wrong. Let's say I may be wrong. Um, but all I know is what I've been told and what I've been paying taxes on is every taxable event. So go read Coinbase taxable, and you will know. How about you just read the information in from the IRS? Like, why are you reading Coinbase? They won't know if you move that kind of money to wallets, even in exchanges. Yeah, they won't know. Um, but you do. You should report it. You should. They won't know until you move it to like other places. So say if you have $500,000 or $2 million that you're sending over to your bank account, well now they're going to track where that $2 million came from because they don't only want to know. Matt, you're never wrong. I'm not never wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Um, but I'm just telling you what I've been told because if that's the case, then I've been paying taxes the wrong way. Do you have any sort of theory on predictions on how much lower the market will go? Not trying to change the subject or anything. Uh, good job. Do I have any sort of theory or prediction on how low the market will go? Um, I don't really have a prediction on how low it will go. I would say, um, for me, I'm in firm belief that we should have not dropped down to this low. However, with these variables, it's kind of just like a um, uh, I don't know, crapshoot for better for lack of a better term. I feel like um, I feel like as we look at how the markets have, kind of adapted to this whole bankruptcy issue and CEX is potentially going under, we see um, more and more of a fall. Now, I don't know with Solana, people have said that Solana still hasn't been completely sold off. Um, so I don't know what's happening there. So it may vary crypto to crypto. But if we look at just Bitcoin as like a kind of a gauge, I believe that where it was at its low was kind of that lower point, unless we see something, another major negative thing happen. Wife does our taxes. She doesn't know what happened yet with all my losses this year. After taxes this year, I might come up missing. It was nice knowing y'all. I mean, I just hope that things start to rise a hell of a lot. Obviously, with these taxes, as you're making a transaction. So, say if I move from place to place, that could be a good thing, right? If you're doing it this way, it could be good for you. So if you realize your tax loss um, during a just transfer of funds to a different wallet or exchange or something, technically that $1,000 that you may have lost or $5,000 you may have lost can be written off without having to worry about, oh well, you still hold the the investment like you would in a stock, because it could benefit you, but it could also be a downfall. So like if you have multiple transactions and you made money off of all those transactions, you're taxed on all those transactions, right? But um, if you do have a level to where you're sending it to a place and you're realizing that tax burden, um, which may not be a burden to you, it may be a benefit because you lost money and um, you're able to take those losses or realize those losses um, and capture those losses on your taxes. That could be a good thing. It's got to get ugly before it gets beautiful. True. Now's the time to buy. I do believe now's the time to buy, but there may be other opportunities to buy as well. FTX was kind of a kick in the nuts for the market. I hear you. I didn't expect it to go this low, but with something like FTX happen, no shit. Um, I expected it to go that low after hearing what happened, or even the thought of what happened. Yes, you can only max. Uh, I thought it was. Is it 3K? I thought it was 5K. I'm not a tax professional though, so that's why I said 5K. So I thought it was 5K, but I may be wrong. Again, I'm not a full tax professional. I have um, consultants. Let's call it that. It seems like they say Bitcoiners. Wait, Bitcoin Bitcoin gets a little low. The bulls pull it out, so I think we are close to the bottom. Is ape dead? Metaverse seems like a dead duck. So I'm not 100% sure. I think ape still is the top metaverse, right? You have Internet Computer as the top metaverse play by market cap, and you have ApeCoin right below that, right below Theta. Bull market 2025. That's a long way away. You only pay taxes on country, whereas it's a law. You can just move to a country without the tax law. I don't understand how people can buy Lunic when there's Drip Network earning you 1% daily. I mean, so I've heard about Drip Network a couple of times. I haven't really dove into it. Um, and I've seen people talk about it, seen people say, "Hey, I'm gaining quite a bit," and it seems like more of an MLM setup, right? To where you don't only earn money by, um, actually, let me not speak lies, but basically, you have some people below you, but by how many people are on your team, that's how much make money. That seems MLM to me. However, um, it may not be. It just seems like the structure. Are there any companies out there that might be linked to FTX? Any companies that might be linked to FTX? Um, I'm sure there is. There's definitely political figures that's linked to FTX. Um, but yeah, I don't know who the companies are, but I definitely think there are companies. The XRP SEC settlement is going to be huge. You're right. It will be huge. Can you please take a look at Theta artificial intelligence? Thank you. I've asked 30 times. Well, I'm sorry. I tried to look at it the first time, but I didn't. I only got um the coin symbol. Currently, it's at 1.3 cents. It's up 90%. You're seeing the volume up 333%, up to a $1.7 million day. Dilution sort of scares me. 16% of the total supply is out there. Um, so you have a lot of room for dilution, well over 80%. Well, not well over, but like 4% over 80% that's available for dilution. If you look at the market cap, you're looking at a $25.4 million market cap. I do want to look at the holders really quick before we get into anything else. Um, so the top wallets, I don't know why you need this much for all of these reserve. Ecosystem development reserve, private and strategic sale reserve, the team and advisory reserve. Why do you need that many tokens within reserve? You have this contract address, you have a marketing reserve, you have another large contract address there. Crypto.com, it's good to see that it's available in there, but you have the largest wallet is really 0.8%, and you have a more contract address. So when in the top 6 wallets, you're probably looking at, um, I don't know, it's at 37%, 9%, 70, well over 70 percent. You're looking at, yeah, well over 70%, almost 80% within the top 6 wallets that's there. Not something I like to see, meaning that all of these are reserved for being used, meaning that they're going to create dilution as they are being used. That's something that I do not like at all. This is something that held me back from Tectonic, seeing that many coins in the top wallets being in reserves and pools and staking pools and all of these other things. being introduced slowly but surely. That's not something that I like because it's a slow dilution within the position. But does it have any type of potential? So if we look at all history, we've seen this in the past at about 5 cents. It grew up to about 14 cents before decreasing down to the lower point that it has been. Now, this was in um, what is that? April of 2022, where things really started to fall. So you expect that more of a down market. Can it really recover from these levels? What was the market cap there? So it was at a $90 billion or $90 million market cap, which I guess you're not really seeing a ton of dilution that was added to it. So it's probably a slow add. Um, so yeah, it's definitely up in the air. Could have some potential. It's not something that I would push forward with because of the dilution potential. Um, but that's just me, you know. That's where I stand with that. Um, it could have a run. Great to see it's up 129% in the last day. Seeing $1.7 million that flowed through it. It's on crypto.com. It's on many different exchanges. But for me, it's not a gain or a play that I would dip my toe in the water. Can you explain dilution? So dilution means that when you have a certain amount of supply that's out there and you add to that supply, one thing will change, right? So you understand that if they're adding to the supply and the reason that they're adding to the supply is to support other exchanges as people are buying it, that makes sense. But when you do add it to the supply, so say it has a max of a $26 million market cap. I know it doesn't, but say it does have a max of a $26 million market cap. If you add on that supply, let's say add another 1.6 billion, so now you're sitting at 2.2. Is that right? No, that's not right. 3.2 million or billion coins that's out there. So now what you're going to see is it's still at a $26 million market cap. However, it has more coins. So when you do your calculation to get to the market cap at 26 million, that price has to be a lot lower. So dilution pushes the price down by adding more coins to the supply. So giving people the ability. So say if I had a reserve to where I take these coins that I have, they're not in circulation yet. I hand them out to somebody and they instantly sell it, or even if they hold it, right? If they sell it, it makes it worse. If they hold it, it's still a bad situation. So dilution can kill a position if they continue to add to that play. However, we haven't seen much there. Any DeFi offering APY, ask yourself, where does the APR come from? That's true. You always have to know where it does come from. If it comes from their natural revenues, then it makes sense. So like if like crypto.com offers an APY or in multiple places, most likely it's coming from wherever they have revenues from, unless they have a certain pool to where it comes from. Everything moving up is a short squeeze. What are you talking about? AMC is up to $8 this morning. It was up to $8 yesterday at a high of $8.35, and now we're seeing it rise to the same thing that it did yesterday. Matt, still believe in SHIB can hit 1 cent. So yes, and no, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen with this overall Shibarium, what's going to happen with Shibarium, how much burning is going to take place within that, how many people are going to move over to that platform in order to have these lower fees, or are people already holding what they're holding? This is what sucks, is the fact that we waited 2 years for this to fully play out and to have any type of burn rate. So if we do have a burn rate, it's not going to be as effective as people think. It may be effective, but not as effective. Okay, then what will happen when people retrieve their Luna coins from staking? Will it not create dilution? Um, so no, those coins are already in circulation. So all coins that you have, they're in circulation. However, you're grabbing them out of circulation. They're in a pool, but it's an open wallet that's in circulation. So when you have it that's out of circulation, then that's a different story. So something that's completely, usually they're offered in circulation as you grab them and you stake them. They are now moved to out of circulation. So it's a different form of dilution with staking, unless you have it reserved for staking. So if you have thing reserved for staking to where staking is not introduced yet, that means that you have dilution on the table. So there's different forms of dilution there, or different. I guess that form of dilution, the other form would not be dilution. It would actually be an addition to what you want to see, because you're taking, as you're staking, you're taking them out of circulation. As they're already unstaked, they are in circulation. Does that make sense? Any idea on what Lunatics NFT staking starts at today? um, I don't know. I think they said something about 39%, but I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. I believe I was looking into it and I got distracted. Let's see. With 500 retweets, we will unleash our staking platform. So there's 500 retweets there. They're going to be releasing it. Update on NFT staking will go live tomorrow, the 15th of November. Sorry, I've been distant from this for some reason, not on purpose. Apparently, farm is up, because I just got a notification that farm is up right now. The farm is up 1%. It's up to $29. I bought at 27. So this actually was down to $25 at one point. So I bought Farmcoin at 27. Currently only seeing about $1 million in volume. 99% of the supply that is there, it's available on a lot of markets. And I can't wait to see this thing run. I can't wait. $29 for something that has 681 thousand coins. 681,000 coins. That's crazy. I might have to buy another. If I buy another $1,000, if I buy $2,000, 2,900, how much would I get? What do you think about Moose? Never looked into it. Or maybe I did, actually. If you don't mind telling me, at what dollar amount did you buy AMC? So originally I bought it at $9. Originally I bought it at $12. Brought my cost basis all the way down to $9 by investing more in at about $5 originally. It increased all the way up to about $20 to where I sold for my initial investment. Basically selling half my position to capture my initial investment of $16,000. And then it started to run even more. It was worth about like $80,000 or something like that. I think my overall portfolio was $100,000. Ended up coming back down. As I saw it down at like 40 or 30 or something, I reinvested a little bit more from the 16,000 that I took out. I think I took like 10 or 12 or something thousand and put it over into cryptocurrency, to where it really started a lot of my cryptocurrency moves. But originally it was $9. Currently my cost basis is like 16. I want to say 16, because I did invest at these lows here. So yeah, we're still sitting on where it's at, and I'm way below my cost basis. I would log in, but I would have to like fully log in. You know, let me see if I could. password would be, and I'm just going to take a guess. That's not right. I only have a couple more guesses. Uh-oh. 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 Um, I don't know what it would be. I really don't. I'm gonna do one more guess because this is my last one, or else. Um, I mean, it could be. You know what? I think I got it. I got it. Hopefully, I got it. Nope. If I miss it again, I gotta change my password. I don't want to be locked out for 30 minutes. But anyways, I just don't know my password here. Um, Watch it at the fan when Gary Gensler involved to FTX and politics, etc. Yeah. All I know is FTX is up today, and seeing where it is, um, I'm excited for what dilution we did see in FTX. Seeing the total amount that is there, 328 million coins that are now in circulation, and looking at it up 23% at $1.80. Obviously, I'm not going to invest in here. I expect a little bit more pullback. I would love to see it below $1, but then maybe I'll dip my foot in the water. Thank you for the follow, little JJ2K. I appreciate it. Uh, Back to the password thing again. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Don't get into don't get into FTX. I'm probably going to get into FTX. But I need to find the right moment. Because the crazy thing about it is people look at it and they're like, oh, you know, it's a failed platform. Yeah, it is a failed platform. Does it have a use case? No, it doesn't. It does have the ability to gain people money by doing that, by investing into it. Yeah, it does. It depends on when you make your move. Is CRO done? Will it collapse? No, I don't believe it's done. I don't believe it will collapse. Um, I got almost everything out of FTX. When I go to OpenSea and look at my Luna NFT, there is no price. Just make an offer if you don't know. You don't know what market price is. It's hard to make an offer. I hear you. It depends. Well, first you probably have to look at the rarity, and you want to make an offer to see if they would buy it. A lot of people would buy it for what the market price was. Um, but do I still day trade stocks? Not at the moment. I'm less than 25,000 in my account, so anytime I'm over 25,000, that's usually where I start day trading. But I don't day trade as much because of the fact that I'm lower than 25,000 in my stock account. So that sucks. I could be higher than 25,000, but AMC came back so far that it's just like every day I'm like above 25,000. I'm not above 25,000. I'm above 25,000. I'm not. And now I'm well below 25,000. So I'm just waiting it out. Whenever AMC does make some of these bigger plays, I'm definitely going to make some more moves to capture some more profit so that I can day trade every single day, and hopefully gain $100 profit every day. That would be amazing, if not more than that. But anyways, back to your super chat. Thank you for your super chat, Richard, and thank you for your super chat. Buy and play. But the best way to do that is probably to offer some price points. I would say for anything that's like super rare, people don't want to pay market value for it, which was 0.3, 0.35 BNB, I believe. So offering 0.4 may get you into one. Offering 0.35 may get you into one as well. So whatever that comes out to price wise, um, that's not bad. I know NFTs are very difficult to see the value continue to grow unless there's something that's crazy popular. I know what is growing. I believe the Luna Punks are growing, um, but that's just their NFTs. So for Luna T, um, it really just depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking at a rare one or a legendary one, you probably want to make an offer. I know they are going to have the what they have a third round of NFTs and a fourth round of NFTs coming because they still have. I don't know if the second round was sold out yet, but you can probably buy it from them if it's not sold out. You should create a cipher text. You can write your password down somewhere you don't always forget them. So I usually don't forget my passwords, but since Webull has made me change it like 700 times, and I think they also require some sort of extra character than my like normal passwords or whatever, I usually store my passwords and I have them. But Weebull's not one of them, which should be the first one that I that I have. So eventually I'll reset it and I will store my password where I store my other ones. Something Matt. I literally right under my keyboard. That's what I do it. No, I'm just playing. Um, uh, oh, I need a charge. I'm glad I saw that. Well, I'm about to get off anyways, but I don't think it'll last me. What's up, Matt? I literally was using Hotbit for a minute, but after hearing what other exchanges were doing with funds borrowing, I moved out fast. I hear you. I listened to BitBoy Crypto and did some research. That's why I pulled out. Um, Pause. All right, I see. Yeah, I totally understand why you would pull out. I'm not a person that completely gives up on exchanges, especially ones that have like crypto.com that has 70 million users, active users. I don't know if it's that many, but looking at crypto.com, looking at Coinbase, both of those have millions, tens of millions of users. And I'm sure they want to get to hundreds of millions, if not a billion users. That would be freaking phenomenal, right? To see a billion people trading cryptocurrency on crypto.com. Um, I've been learning day trading currencies. This is fun. Is it? I'm down 29K since September. I mean, things are down pretty much. That statement doesn't make any sense for FTT. What statement? I'm actually looking at bankruptcy filing FTX. They have over 1 million people to pay back to. Do you know about this? I didn't look into the detail, but I know that they have a lot. I know it's aggressive. Um, and that's why Binance didn't want to buy them out because they looked into the situation. They were like, oh, I can't do this. I do not think there are any more time left to invest in FTT legally. They have started insolvency process. So the issue is that cryptocurrency, a cryptocurrency is not going to be gone, right? All money that they have invested into that platform is probably or invested into FTT has probably been liquidated. That's why you see a lot of the dilution that has happened. And when it is fully liquidated, that means that you're going to see um, lower. You're going to see less people, or sorry, that they're holding less coins, right? That you're not going to see whoever owns it or whoever owns the most of it is holding less coins. However, FTT still has a very large wallet that's holding like 59%. So that's something that needs to be kind of dwindled down. If it's not dwindled down, then I'm not going to make that investment because the crazy thing about cryptocurrency is that it's never gone. It's there and it may collapse and fall down heavily, But the point is that it's still there and still may provide an opportunity if people are investing into it. But you have to find the right opportunity in order to make that move. It's going to be a tricky thing to follow or figure out completely. So I'm definitely gonna, tread lightly, walking on thin ice here. Awesome, thank you so much. God, I love this feed. Well, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your super chat as well. Um, you're following the wrong NFTs. Why? Folks, good morning, Fire King. Ute is selling right now at floor price of 178 SOL. Don't touch FTT, man. Shaking my head. Let it go. So, I probably will, but it depends. It depends on when. I'm looking for not an investment. I'm looking for a trade. Um, and when I find the right opportunity, I will make the move, and hopefully I can make some money out of it. I'm not saying that it's a great play utility wise and it will ever be a great play utility wise. However, you don't know what they will change and what can be adjusted. So you still don't understand. This is not about supporting exchanges. They do not exist anymore. There's no FTT after today. What? There can't be no FTT after today. SEG was smart and told scam. I mean, Sam, hell no, you're on your own. Well, yeah, I think it was very difficult to get out of a situation like that. I think the CZ really just wanted to buy FTX when they thought that it was, hundreds of millions of obligation of debt obligation. But when it comes to billions of dollars of obligation, that's something that you're just like, okay, no, no way. Survived another day. Fire King is an achievement of a sort. I hear you. It is. Tom Brady will just be fined, and he got a paycheck to do a commercial. Oh, he will be fine. Well, he must be pissed about something because he's over here tripping people on Sunday. So he must be pissed about something. Um, it's so sad that we're not getting any Christmas rally. I mean, you never know. I would say probably not, but you never know. Thank you for following Denise and uh, Dan Evans. That's because he's a cheater. Yeah, I guess you're right. He is. I'm not the biggest. I can't say I'm not the biggest Tom Brady fan. I wasn't really the biggest Patriots fan, and I don't think anybody is. Even Patriots fans aren't the biggest Patriot fans. Um, I'm sorry. I'm probably getting at um, DJ if he's even watching. Um, but yeah, I wasn't the biggest Patriots fan, but Tom Brady is okay. He's okay, just okay. I don't like the fact that he stayed on to completely demolish Drew Brees' records, all of his records for passing, touchdowns, everything. And nobody's ever going to pass those records unless you start seeing this become like a ridiculous passing league to where there's no defense that's ever played, which it's already getting to that point. But Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary said he was going to possibly buy in, uh, but they filed for bankruptcy so quick. Well, he wouldn't have been able to. Um, he wouldn't have been able to save them. It was like $8 billion. Like Kevin O'Leary doesn't have that much. The only billionaire on Shark Tank is Mark Cuban, which I don't understand how they aren't billionaires. All the different things that they're investing in that seem to make millions of dollars, but $1 billion is a lot of money. 1,000 millions. Justin Jefferson's catch was better than Odell's. What? I haven't seen Justin Jefferson's catch, but better than Odell Beckham Jr.'s versus Dallas. I don't think that's true. Odell caught it with 3 fingers and was pass interference and was falling back and scored the touchdown. I don't think any I don't think there's any reception better than that play. I don't think so. Hmm. Anyways, we got 500 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Oh, Kevin O'Leary is a billionaire. He is? I thought Mark Cuban was the only billionaire on there. Kevin O'Leary is like, what's his net worth? Kevin, gonna come up. O'Leary, net worth. Kevin O'Leary's net worth is 400 million. Yeah. As of November 2022, Kevin O'Leary's net worth is estimated to be roughly $400 million. After FTX, it's $4 million. Matt, you're a baller. I've been watching you for the past year, a little over. Um, uh, what did you go to school for? You're nutty smart. So I went to school for originally I actually went to college because I just wanted to play football, to tell you the truth. Thought I was good enough. I was gonna get a D1 scholarship to uh, Temple and Wagner University, a couple of other D1 schools, but I didn't play my senior year because I was 19. Those went out the window, so I had to kind of um, try out for these teams, which I did, and some of them I could tell you my GPA wasn't really great because once I heard I wasn't playing football, my GPA suffered because I was just like, what's the point of school? But anyways, ended up getting into Thaddeus Stevens College, studied business. Mainly went there because I was trying to get my GPA up so that I can move over to a D1 school to play football. However, didn't really take football super seriously. I did want to win and all of that stuff, but I was more focused on business. Once I got to the business side, accounting side, I was like, I love this. So ended up studying accounting. I dual majored in accounting and business with a concentration in finance. Then I got my MBA just like recently, like a year ago, a year and a half ago. So yeah, that's what I studied, mainly accounting and finance. And thank you for saying that I'm smart. I feel like I'm only smart at the things that I want to apply myself to. Anybody can be smart if you're applying yourself in certain places. So if you want to become a successful investor, you just study it like you're in school for just investing. You find as many courses as you can. You find as many videos as you can that's going to teach you about this stuff. Make sure you practice, 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 and you'll become, um, an investor. People don't understand that if you treat it like a job or you treat it like you are in school, like it's your major, and you learn, um, you're going to become successful as long as you start to apply it to real life situations. So, the way that I became successful in just day trading and understanding my strategy in day trading and how it works so frequently, um, I just practiced. I failed, and when I failed, I learned from that failure. So everybody's smart in their own way. Absolutely, absolutely. There are people that know a ton more about sports than I do. It doesn't mean that they're not smart because they don't know about investing. They may know about something that I really don't know about. And the crazy thing is, sports can make you money in so many different areas, whether you become, a commentator, not political, analyst in any way. Um, you can also do sports betting professionally if you wanted to at this point. So there's so many different ways to become successful. And also, being successful doesn't mean that you make money. Maybe your goal is to have a big family, um, and support that family any way that you can. You can learn so much online for free. Uh, Start out with fake money ledger. I don't know why that just fell out my pocket. A fake money ledger and see how you do. Exactly. You were real angry on them last day for not increasing the tax. What happened after that? So I was angry when they weren't increasing the tax. Hey, I wanted to ask you what's up with the Lunic and you. So I'm not angry with them for not increasing the tax. I didn't like the fact that the community voted to decrease the tax because, um, anybody that can think logically, and not saying that, people weren't thinking logically or the Luna community wasn't thinking logically. They were flowing off of what everybody else said. You had, no offense to any of these people, I'm not throwing shade or saying that I hate what they say, because I agree with some points that they have. It's just okay to agree to disagree, or just disagree as a whole. But when um, a Crypto King or Clay Bro or anybody will say lowering the burn tax will increase volume, um, and lowering it to point 0.2 would increase volume, I understand how that makes sense, how lowering the tax makes people want to buy on these platforms. However, greed will always set in. And if you're lowering the tax to something that's still higher than um, other CEXs or exchanges or whatever, um, you're not going to see the volume flow over. And that's exactly what we saw. We didn't see any volume really flow over, besides when we see this downturn where people are trying to get off CEXs. Um, so I was a little upset with that they made this change so quick without giving the 1.2% burn tax a chance. I understand that D apps wouldn't have been able to go through their normal transactions if they did that. I felt like 1.2 was perfect. I felt like it could have increased to even 10%. The point is that we all find a way to bite the bullet in order to see this flourish in the end. Because the higher the burn tax is, the quicker that this could happen, right? That all of this could burn off. And the lower the burn tax is, the longer that happens, the more likely you have lost coins that are out there. The more likely you will not see as many transactions that are taking place. Um, I felt as though the higher the burn tax is, the better the situation. Do I still work out / train after giving up football? I try to, but ever since I've been, going heavy on, when I used to work my 9 to 5, as well as, um, you know, doing this for fun, and then also golfing and all that other stuff, I sometimes don't have the time. And right now, I don't have the time because of the fact that, well, it's not that I don't have the time, I don't have the space. Because I just cleaned out, or we just cleaned out our basement, put everything in the garage. So now we have to wait till trash day to clear out the garage, which is my garage gym. So, um, and I don't like leaving the house in the cold. So there's definitely issues there. But um, yeah, I want to. I want to do it a lot more. And I have weeks where I train a lot harder than the weeks that I don't. I don't do anything some weeks, and other weeks I will do so much. Like, I love working out. It's just I'd rather make money and, find a way to better the situation for the children than myself. I don't know. It only takes 25 minutes to actually get a good workout in. So eventually, eventually I will be more consistent there. But I'm not even consistent in uploads of all of my channels. So how can we get the burn off chain? It seems like people have given up on that. So people don't want to support it. So people think that what I had was a good idea by pressuring the exchanges to do the burn. Um, but they don't support it by continuing to pressure, hey, CEX, let's do this, or retweeting it and doing all that. I just don't, I don't know what to, I don't know what to do there. You know, I try and I try to continue to push it, and it gets a lot of retweets, a lot of likes, but nothing ever happens off of it. You're telling me you earn that slice of pineapple pizza? I need to earn that slice of pineapple pizza. Pineapple pizza is not bad. Pineapple and ham pizza is not bad at all. Hawaiian pizza. 100% agree with you that the tax burn needs to be the main focal point for Lunic right now. Yeah, I mean, when I think about it, people don't understand that if we just get this down to a reasonable state within this first 5 months, if we had, or 6 months, however many months it's been since, what? Yeah, it's been about 5 or 6 months. So we're looking at um, the burn tax. If we just implement the burn tax for a number of months and we could find a way to implement that on CEXs, it burns down the supply very fast. We're all biting the bullet by going through this transaction and making these transactions, and it's at 10%. Um, if we can burn off that supply in a faster rate, not saying it needs to happen in a day or a week, it could happen in a month or two. Yes, we may see a price increase and decrease because it happens so fast. However, the potential would rise so much because we have such little supply out there that now we can get Luna back up to the prices that it was. We can get USTC repegged with just understanding, taking $1 billion or finding a way to get $1 billion out of Terra Luna Classic to repeg USTC. It would be such a big benefit to just have the burn tax and then completely wipe out the burn tax after you get to a reasonable state with the overall supply. But people don't understand that. They're always thinking, oh, we don't want to just have the burn tax, and that doesn't need to be a utility. It doesn't, but it needs to be. It needs to set the tone for where Lunit can go. Right? I just don't understand how people don't see how a burn, even aggressive burn, can be beneficial. You saw it in crypto.com where it had the ability to go up to 90 cents at that point. And yes, you're not seeing it up at those highs right now, but you did see it up at 90 cents. And now it has the potential to go a lot higher than just, a 50-cent price point or a 20-cent price point. Now it can go to $2 or $3. Matt, how about collaboration with other regarding off-chain firms, collaborations with others to um so for collaborations, I'm not really the biggest collab person. People know that. Um I've actually reached out to some people to see if they wanted to do collabs. I wanted to do one with uh Claybro and talk to him about it, but that has just fallen through in so many different ways. Um so I just pretty sure he's not a collab person either. So yeah, that didn't really work out. But the point is that I don't know how to sell this to other, you know, YouTubers or anything because they have their own agendas. They have what they believe in. Some that are validators that I'm not so sure that they even needed to be validators. um, I don't think we need that many validators. I especially don't think we need a YouTube personality or Twitter personality as a validator. Maybe a group, but someone that has influence on making videos and moving markets should not be a validator. I think it should just be, um, the standard validators that we have seen and people that are. I think Happy Caddy Crypto is a great validator. Um, because of everything that he has done. I don't like the fact that you're mixing YouTube and validatorship together, but I can tell you with all of his technical knowledge and um, different pieces that he focused on, different things that he focuses on. I feel like Happy Caddy Crypto is a great validator and will be a great validator, understands a lot more than some other people. Um, but, others I don't think should be validators. The only reason to be validators at that point is more or less for like exposure that you are a validator, that you are a decision maker, which is not necessarily always a good thing. And what happened to FTX people that may, uh, from what happened to FTX people may actually believe the FUD? What FUD? Of Crypto.com? It's crazy what happened in a matter of a day. I leave YouTube for a day, and all of a sudden everybody freaking hates Crypto.com. Even Do Kwon said the AMA yesterday uh, that that we need to stay focused um, on order to be successful. But FTX wasn't one-to-one backed. Coinbase and CRO was. Yeah, exactly. And is. They can say anything about a good exchange and create FUD, and the people may believe it because of FTX collapse drama. I agree with that. That's something that does drive me crazy, is that people will see one and they're like, oh, it's happening to all. You know? Matt, that's why I asked you, could all investors in Luna consider a proposal for monetary contribution every month? Um, Example, somewhere would be $20 to $100 dues or whatever you want to call it every month. Could any Luna investor consider a proposal for a monetary contribution every month? So that's the thing is, if you're talking about like towards the burn or towards, you're saying dues as in being paid $20 to $100 a month. I'm not quite understanding. Um, yeah, I'm not quite understanding that. If you're talking about like burns, then like I don't want people to go out of their way to burn Terra Luna Classic. So like if they're contributing $1, um, let's say, or $20 or $100 every month or something like that. That's burning off their hard-earned money that people may not have, and you're also giving people another option. We don't want to give people an option. The only option that they should have is whether they buy it or they don't. And if they buy it and it has a 10% tax on it, or a 5% or 1% tax or whatever it is, um, that would be something that I can live with, and you should be able to live with, knowing what you would have in the end. If you have 10 million coins and you burn off 10% of that transaction, right? So 1 million coins and you have 9 million that's left. I would definitely burn off 1 million coins to know for a fact that we're going to find a way to get to $1. So I hold $9 million. Tell me you wouldn't do the same. We pay dues and call it Lunate Club. Can a mandatory contribution dedicated to the burn? That may not be bad, but it has to have benefits to the Luna Club. What would the Luna Club be? That's the only thing, is that people want benefits. If you don't get benefits, it's just like having, a membership. You have to have some sort of benefits to it. If you don't have any benefits, people will be less likely to make that move, but you will have some people that will make the move just because they want to support it. But others that can't make the move because they don't have enough money to invest or even become a monthly member. Um, so it's tough. I just want people to go through the normal life, to where they're buying $1 billion in a day, and $1 billion is taxed by 10%. Right? Everybody is being forced to do this as they are buying and selling. And there's no option. There's no opt out. If there's no opt out, then people are more likely to do it. People will always find a way to choose greed. So if everything was the same, that's where we start to see that impact there on the taxes, not on any type of fees. So people that buy on Binance, they buy on Gate.io, any platform would have a 1 to 10% fee. Anybody that buys on chain or off chain, 1 to 10% fee that comes out of it. That's what we need to see. No matter what platform we're on, we need to see that fee, and people will be willing to buy that position as long as they can implement that fee. If the Luna community is calling for a burn, the CEXs should abide by that. The fact that they are not is saying that they are better than the coin structure. Because if a project wants to structure itself with a burn, then it should be structured that way everywhere. That's the way that they're going to be able to progress, is by doing this burn, right? If Ethereum said that they wanted to do a 1% burn of every transaction, I'm sure every single CEX would abide by it, because CEX has the firepower to really say, all right, well, we need to make sure this is getting done, and probably push them to make sure it gets done. I don't know what they would do, but I'm sure they would be able to do it. But anything else that comes on, a community says 100% that we want to burn tax, but the CEX knows better than what the coin does, right? If the coin wants to be hyper-deflationary, it should be hyper-deflationary. I'm going to hold my Doge for as long as I can, as long as I don't need to money or something. So you never know what's going to happen with Dogecoin. You don't know if they're going to have sort of a, I wouldn't say a fork, but like a different version or a merge or some sort of upgrade to their project, to where maybe they're not minting 5.2 billion every year. I know that's how they function, but maybe they'll have an upgrade to it. How bad off am I with Solana? I'm into Solana for $300, now worth $180. Do you think it will come back, or should I cut my losses? So I think Solana will make moves. However, I do see that it most likely will drop some more. The reason being is because, from what I understand, not all Solana that was held up with, or held up with FTX and companies associated with it, has been completely sold off. So yeah, that's from what I understand. I haven't actually looked into it in depth, but I've heard so much about it. Matt, the word on the street is 30% drop. Bitcoin would be still dollar cost average, or swap your alts to be safer coins. Cheers. So I'm not gonna do it. I don't see it. I really don't. I mean, it definitely can happen, but I don't see it unless the Dow is up over 350 points in the pre-market. Freaking insane. Yeah, anyways, I really don't see it dropping another 30%, which would be another $5,000 at this point. Because, sitting at about $15,000, $16,000, you're dropping another $5,000. So obviously I don't see it. If I see Ethereum even lower, yes, I will dollar cost average in, but I'm not going to sell the positions that I have, because they are at lower price ranges. Yes, I would be able to sell here, buy there, but it's not confirmed that that will 100% happen. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I have to get out of here. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We have 550 or 562 likes here today. Thank you to all the super chats. Thank you to all the members that have, either said that they are a member for a certain period of time, or have become a new member. I appreciate you guys. Also, thank you to anybody that's on Twitch. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the members that have been here for however long. Thank you to the subscribers over on Twitch as well. As well as thank you to everybody that's on TikTok. Everybody that's watching over there that has asked questions. I appreciate it. We saw a max viewers, I think, of like 300 viewers at one point in the beginning. And then throughout the day, we got up to about like 30 or 40 viewers, which is really good. Obviously, we haven't been to a point where we got to like thousands of viewers. But get your crypto out of exchanges. So I'm not going to get it out of exchanges. Telling people to get your crypto out of exchanges is creating panic. When you create panic, those exchanges struggle based off of not being able to produce fees and having liabilities associated, and expenses to pay. If you completely take your money out of exchanges, you are contributing to a collapse of that exchange. If you are definitely promoting it, no offense to you. If you feel like getting it out, get it out of exchanges, do what you want. But for me, I'm not going to support the collapse of an exchange that has over 70 million people that are associated with it. If you do see that, guaranteed you're going to see the markets fall a hell of a lot. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for more of these videos. If you guys want to follow me on Patreon, feel free to follow me on Patreon. I might make a purchase today in a position, and I'm not sure what that is. I didn't want to make any purchases, but I might actually make a quick purchase. So anyways, hit the like button, hit